Hello, people. How are we all doing? Let me just kill this. I hope you're all well. This is the last roundup before the big one on Sunday. Very, very interesting how we are going to line up for that one and how we play, to be fair, because it can be an interesting game. I thought Danny's press conference was quite mellow and quite to the point kind of thing, saying that he hasn't seen Chris or anything like that, and they're just ready for it. Esther Blaze, Ian and Liam, Ian and Lizzie, hope you're well. Bucky's are on our side. Yeah, I've seen that. Ian and John, I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. Had a big delivery today. Something I've been saving for the longest time, so I'm very happy that turned up. Ian and Daniel, yeah, Bob. Yeah, you'll have seen him. You'll seen him coming on the motorway or something. It'll be the bright light that was on the M1. And people are thinking it's him turning down his headlights now. That's his forehead. Ian, Ashley, how you doing? Is it me or just having major? YouTube's having a bit of a meh tonight. I've had issues with YouTube all day, to be fair. Yes, the new computer is here. Hang on, I will give you a look at it. Give me a minute. Phone like that. Go like this. Properties. Oh, it would if in such a pain in the backside of like having to. There we go. There we go. One new PC. This has been a long time coming. I've been saving for this for a long time. So it's nice to have it all done and dusted and in. But yeah, it could be an interesting game on Sunday. I think we got the better of everything. Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. It got a 5070 in it, and it's an i7. I like it. I've got to play Download Simulator now. Ian and bye, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. How is everyone feeling for the weekend? Because I've got this thing. I don't mind seeing a draw. Like, I don't mind us drawing it. I don't mind us like going into it and attacking it, but I don't mind getting a draw and be like, we got the draw, move on. Because I think if you get 7 points from the last 3 games, that's a cracking return, considering it was 2 very long away trips, and you get a draw. I like to get the win, and then we're 1 apiece. But the way Danny was speaking today as well, it was very much like, you never know, this might not be the last derby. It sounds like he doesn't think they're going to get that playoff spot. And if you look at how United play, they draw a lot of games. They draw more than they draw. They only win games by the odd goal. It's very, very rare it's very, very rare that they dominate a game. Like, there've been a couple, but it's very rare you see it. And I think it was the one where I'm looking at it and going, you get a draw there. I don't mind that. I think you look at it and you go, that's decent. Go into the next bit of the game and go for it. I think we need something, but I run in too bad. I think that's the thing. I think now we got to the 50-point mark. I still think Danny got that situation that he got let take the chains off. And it was interesting. I was saying he wanted to get to 50 points 6 to 8 weeks earlier than we did. And I think he was hoping we were going to be able to hit it, and we just didn't. But they found another gear. The lads have found a different gear. Some of the players are probably looking at different things. You look at Pato. Pato's a really good example of a player who's come in, took his opportunity well, and gone for it. And that's something, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting Pato to come in and take the opportunity like he had done. And I don't know why. I just had a feeling he would struggle, but he's actually done really well since getting back in. I'm pretty relaxed about that. It just seems like another game, really. I still personally don't think we have enough, but I reckon high 60s might be enough for 6. 6 more wins, maybe. Maybe. I'm with you, Barry. I don't think we've got enough. Like, personally, I don't think there's enough. But at the same time, I also have the thing where I go, I don't think we've got enough, but it's possible. We could do it. And it all depends on what we do and how we play. Like, if we can turn our home form into a little bit of an away form, be fantastic. I think we've got an issue with this side, and it goes down to the fact that I think when we're away, we sound like an away team. We outsing the opposition. It don't feel as nervy. When we're at home, we're nervy. Every mistake's kind of like jumped on. Like, ooh, you got that thing where if a tackle miss, you get that nerviness from the crowd to the pitch, and I think we're seeing it a lot. So I think it's one of them. I have a feeling if Windass and Gas show up Sunday, 3 points in the bank, potentially. Coventry out of nowhere, won 10 out of 11. Yeah, this is the thing. You look at what other teams have done. Like, you look at us last season. Last season, we weren't meant to stay up. Like, on the bookies and everyone else, we should have been down. So that's the thing for me. Nervous, I want to win the game. I've seen when they lose this game against the Blunts. I've seen when they lose this game against the Blunts and going something. We've all seen us lose against them. We've not beaten them for 13 years. Do you think Gasama will be sold for profit in season? I don't know. Honestly, Michael, I don't know. I'm in two minds. If DC doesn't have the funds to, or doesn't have the right amount of funds to actually be able to do it, you have to. Because team confirm, put your own sell-on fee on top of that, similar to what, say, a Coventry's done. You could use that money to properly rebuild a squad. That money can get properly invested. You've got that amount of money to go, and it makes sense. The thing is, a lot of people don't like the idea of us selling players. They don't like us going into it and going, oh, we're going to sell our best player. Why? Why are we selling our best player? Because it makes you money to reinvest it. I think the problem is, I think a lot of the Wednesday fans don't think it'll get reinvested. They think DC will pocket it or it'll go on paying whatever debt. And I think that's the difference. And that's the bit that I think is worrying some people. They don't see it as a proper thing. And that's where I think you may have, I don't know, a bit of a slight issue with that. Coventry have to play through the top 4 in the next few matches. I don't think they'll get much from them. I think a place in place is still to, I think it's still up to grabs. I still think it's still up to grab. It was there once. Now we've hit the kind of safety mark as such. We can play with a bit of freedom. I personally say look at either signing on for another 3 more years or we're going to sell you on. Yeah, that makes sense. And the thing is, I think Osama's very happy at the club. I think he's very happy with how we're playing. And I think that's the difference. I think that's the interesting. He's the value of 3 good players, and with Danny and our staff, we could potentially have a better squad. Agree? Yep. I show biggest hater. What do you think of my team, Argyle? I don't think you were too bad this season. I think if you can get into that position you've been in the cup games and pick up these games where you're about to go for it, I think you can stay up, but you need to start getting wins now till the end of the season and properly pushing. I hope you do stay up because to be here for 2 seasons is a big testament to yourselves. But you need to get that little bit going now till the end of the season. I know that a lot of people don't like your board. I forgot to change my name. It's all right, dude. Yeah, I'm like that. I don't know if all of it will be invested. Yeah, I'm a little bit with that. Much win for Plymouth versus Derby. Yep, very much so. Seems humble to like that day in the life with him. Really seems like Steve won for Baz and fishing trip with Pato. Yep. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a good one. I really want to stay up, but I want to go down. Do you want to go down so you can rebuild again? Is that the reason you want to go down, or is there another reason, or is it a case of, do you think you need to go down to just reset completely and go again, and that you don't think you'll be able to reset in the championship? Yeah, I think they're really good. Really want to see one for Bars and fishing trip Pato. I think there should be a fishing like series with Pato. Like, you take some of the Wednesday players out fishing. We just see how they are of people outside it. And I think it was really good to do those day in the life pieces because it showed the player being human. Like, one thing that I didn't know with the Gasama one, I didn't know he was a new dad. And that changes a little bit of everything of what's going on. And he come over here, he seemed very settled. He seemed very settled in Sheffield. It's same with Pato. Windass is always one that's going to pop up. We got players who are out of contract, and it's going to be interesting to see what we do and what we are able to do in the summer. And that's the big difference. And I want us to go into the game on Saturday with that kind of, we can play with a bit of freedom. We've got those points in the bag now. Yeah, we would have liked to get there a bit quicker, but we got those points now to go with it. And having 2 big wins away from home, I think it's a really good one. I really like the club to sort out contracts so we don't rebuild. Thing is, Danny wants the contract sorted. Danny said at the end of last season, he doesn't want to be doing contracts at the end of the season. I'm hoping in this international break, we're sitting down with players and we're getting contracts sorted, because at this moment in time, we know we're not going, we know we're staying in this league to a point. So this is the time where you will sit down and have these talks with the players. March, international break, sit down with players who you think you want to keep, let the ones who you don't want to go, and do that. If Pato wants to stay, he deserves a new deal. If he's happy being a squad player, yeah, same. I think the only problem I got is, I think he really wants to go and be a main player, but he's doing that at the minute. Ian and Mike Hayden, mate, hope you well. Anything for us above 10th in massive season this season, just look at it. Exactly. I think the thing is, this is why I'm not too bothered. I said all season, give me mid-table. Give me a mid-table season. That's all I wanted from this season, was give me a mid-table season. That's all I wanted. I didn't want to be battling relegation. I didn't think we were anywhere near being ready to do a push to say doing playoffs. If you get playoffs and you're able to do it, take it. Like, generally take it, because it's a good opportunity. Look at Luton. You take it. Granted, Luton's not a good example with what's happened. But you take it. You take that kind of what you do. You don't... Easy, Hector. How are you, mate? How you doing? Cannot believe you managed to... where did that lock come from? That was insane. Thank you, mate. It was decent, wasn't it? It was a very good comeback. I did not see that lock coming though versus Derby. After everything that's happened. Oh, they're getting power in the 110. Sorry, I'm a big Syndicate original fan, as you might tell with the merch. Don't get me wrong, a cheeky run in playoffs isn't a bad thing, but we're way off. Yeah, but a lot of teams that tend to go up are way off. That's the thing. There's a lot of teams that will go up to the Prem and they're not ready yet. They're not at all ready. And you're just thinking, okay, you're not ready yet. Fine, whatever. So you have to take it when you can. Now we're safe on 50 points if we can relax to enjoy football. See, yeah, I think that's the thing. I think he'd take the pressure off everyone. I think Danny said a couple of weeks ago, take the shackles off. And I think this is what he means. He can experiment. He can do different things now. And there will be some people who will be like, well, why didn't he take the shackles off before? I think he just wanted to get to that point first and then go for it. So we will see. We were terrible. They weren't very good. They say back all game and we couldn't break them down. We had 7% possession. Their first goal potentially offside, second goal out of play. Fair enough. Make no mistake, we were terrible, Jesus. Just don't want to do Southampton this season and maybe win 3 games in a season. Yeah, I get that. You don't want to do that. And again, though, when teams go up, sometimes it's better for teams to just go up and pocket the money. Sometimes it's better to just go up and pocket the money and then go from there and build. For the longest time, so many clubs have gone up, taken the money, pocketed it, and gone again. Like Burnley, a really good example of this. Because Burnley went up, knew they weren't very good, but with the money that they came down with, they reinvested it into a new training ground. They built a new training ground. They built a whole new way of getting players out their academy. Then they went up again, and because they had the Premier League parachute money, and they kept a lot of the players who were from the Championship, and it does well. The gap between Championship, it is huge. I think it's very, very big, and that's the problem. I think any team gets the chance to go up, you take it. We all know how hard it is to get out this league. It's very, very difficult to get out this. Have any bought anything from the club shop with the 50% off deal? No, I haven't. I'm going to. There is something I'm going to buy if I can get hold of it. But I'm a bit bent up. Yeah, I'm bent up this month. After 25 years, we need guard chance and get out. I'm quite old. Yeah, 25 years. That's insane. That's insane. I think when we were last in the Prem, I was playing FIFA 98. And I'm one of the ones who's lucky enough for it. Bent up already, mate, but worth it. Oh, God, yeah, it's definitely worth it. I haven't even played it yet. I've been playing Download Simulator, getting all the drivers sort of for it and stuff. Once I get a chance to actually sit down and give it a go, I'm going to be happy. Next month with monitors. I need to redo my monitor situation because they're both mismatched and it does my head in. It means I can also trade one from in here. And they couldn't set up, but it's one of the things at the minute when you look at what's going on with Wednesday, there's a positivity a little bit with how we're playing and how we're getting on. And I think we have to... Oh, don't. I know, John. I know. We have to make sure we're in the position. And if you're in with a chance, you take it. Let's just take it what it is. If you're in with a chance, you take every opportunity you can. I got the bright yellow kit with the light blue trim off the club shop yesterday. A £12.50 winner. I think it's first. Oh, nice. Well done, mate. That's a decent one. That's a fantastic one. There's some good deals if you're looking around. It's interesting. Welcome. We haven't done those kind of deals in a while. So it's interesting to see how we get on there. And I thought one of the things I liked about today's press conference with Danny was it's like, have you spoken to Chris since? Like, nope. I'm not going to waste my energy on that. If what it is, it happened. If they want to do that, then fair enough. They do that. I'm not going to do it. And I thought that was a really good way of doing it. I did enjoy that. But I think it's going to be intriguing to see what Wednesday do. I was 1, maybe 2 when we were last in the Prem. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see it. Just don't want to come straight back down. And that's my memory of us up there. I think I get that. I get that you don't want to come straight back down, but some teams do. And maybe sometimes it's better to just be a little bit of a yo-yo club. But if you are going to do a yo-yo, you have to make sure you come back. You're going to make sure it's only 1 or 2 times that you yo-yo. And then you're back. And then you're up there for about 3, 4, 5 years. You do a Brighton or a Bournemouth. You find a model that works, and it's hard. I might have to look to see if there's any hats with the turquoise bobble. Let me have a look. There might be. I like that hat as well. Check for you, mate. You have a great... I hope so, mate. But I'm at the bit at the minute where I am in the what happens, right? That's my thing at the minute. Whatever happens, happens. If we manage to go up, then great. But at the same time, whatever we do next is cutty for me. Like, generally, whatever we do next, I am not too bothered because I think we're in the right area. We're doing the right things, if that makes sense. And it just, I want to make sure we can do it. The more money we have, the better play we can bring. Yeah, that's very true. Wait, what you were looking for, mate? I don't. God, we sell some right tat, don't we? Jesus Christ. I'm actually flabbergasted with what crap we sell in our club shop. God, the crap we sell. Like, generally, we sell some crap. Let's have a look. But if you gone up and then you come back down, at least you get some cash to have another go, and we'll make the Prem. Someone make chance of a decent offer. Maybe. I think that's always the beautiful thing about it. If someone will come in and give DC the right offer for him, it makes it easier. It makes it much easier for them to do it. I love a bit of that crap. I get the result, but the parachute payments are huge. You can build an infrastructure. The big word there, what John just said, infrastructure. You can build the infrastructure. If we went up and we could build the infrastructure, that'd be fantastic. I would be more happy to build that than it go into the squad. And I think the way you do it, if you think you're going to be able to, you might be in a position where you might come back down. You build a semi-Premier League, but Premier League Championship squad. You go from there. Playoff Sunderland versus Coventry, Sheffield. Oh, that's tasty. That tasty. I like that, Hector. Do you think Sheffield United are going to blow it then? Are you thinking leave Burnley go straight up? I'd be happy to bounce back from the Prem to Championship for a few years if it meant we could steady the ship and be like Brighton, Bournemouth, Brentford, Forest. Don't forget Forest. I love a bit of our crap. Personally, I don't see chance putting money in the right place. True. Leave Burnley to go up. Who's playing tonight? Remind me. I'm a bit dead. I'll scratch that. I'm very dead today. I feel like I'm coming down with something. Which is not good. But I think there's a good chance of us doing something like Bristol City, Norwich. What are the 3 o'clock kickoffs? Not 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock kickoffs tomorrow. League QPR. Sheffield United do look beatable. I saw the tail end of their game versus Bristol City, and they looked really bad. Bristol City, a draw would be best result for us. It would, definitely. Also, remember, but here's the fact that I think people are forgetting with Leeds. Leeds are not that good at half-12 kickoffs. You ever watch Conor McGilvery, who does One League fan channel, he does also about Championship football. He's actually turned around and said Leeds at half-12 do not get the most points. It's something stupid. Out of half-12 game, they got like 15 points. It's something daft. And that's the thing that he's a bit worried about when he's seen like these half-12 kicks. It's like with us. We've seen that we don't get many points when we're at home. So we immediately go, oh, it's a home game. And we go, oh, what the hell? So we had the similar reaction. Oh, got fixed. Hotel at half-12 kickoff. Not sure why. It's definitely a thing. Yeah, I think it's a definite thing in general. I actually do think half-12 kickoffs, I think it buggers up a lot of teams' preparations because they're so used to getting to a ground at like 12 and then getting ready for the game between half-12 and 3. So when you do a half-12 kickoff, you have to get to the stadium at like 9 to get everything ready. I actually think there's a correlation between half-12 kickoffs and the generalness of it. I actually think there is something to it, which I find really interesting. I love to see the psychological aspect of it, and if there's more points at half 12 or not. Surprised guy put Norwich on tonight instead of us. Plymouth, Norwich, and the Pigs in 6 days. Yeah, we're on Guy Football Plus, and it's only because the old firm's on. If the old firm wasn't on, we'd be on Guy, but because the old firm's on, we are having to do that. Sadly, Alex, it's a shame. Blunt didn't play well against Bristol City. They should have had a penalty in extra time. Nailed on, but yeah. Oh, house side, never mind. Yep. Yeah, throws off an entire routine, travel time, yeah, I think there's something in on the half 12 kickoff that kill it and make it a bit weird for people. It's like you can see the players seem to know when to do like a 7:45 kickoff because they do them a lot more, and they normally know they're a midweek game, so the routine and the setup for that is completely different. But if you've got a game that's a half 12 kickoff, or even for us, take our game on Sunday. What happened to the lads saying it's a half 12 kickoff and it's on Sunday? Well, on a Saturday, they would probably come in, do their recovery on Sunday, had the meeting, and then Monday they go back to having a training session. And if they've got a game Tuesday, they get ready for the game Tuesday. Or if they've got a week one, maybe it's another case of Monday we train, Tuesday we don't train, Wednesday we train, Thursday we train, Friday we train. You don't know it. I don't know what the situation is. It's all different, but I'm always very intrigued by those kind of things. 28 people watching, 16 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. But I'm always intrigued by those like little things where you do those changes and stuff. So it probably does throw them off. You're probably right. You're probably right with that it throws them off. So it's interesting. But it's a big one at the weekend. At the end of the day, we know it's a big game for us. Aussie GP at 4 a.m. and then Derby on Sunday. Whoa! Oh, is the Aussie? Are they actually starting with the Aussie GP for the first time in like ages, Jez? Because that's the case, I am very happy because I've hated this whole thing where the Aussie GP has not been the first race of the season. Have a good one, mate. Let's hopefully have 3 points. I will be doing another stream Monday evening. We'll be doing the debrief. We got Sheffield United after in the international break on Friday night. Thing is, if we can come away from this game on Sunday with 3 points or a point, that's 7 points at the last 3 games, and that's decent. If we can come away with all... Yeah, if we can come away with all 8, it'll be great. It'll be absolutely fantastic. I think it's Lando here in the F1. I hope so, mate. I really hope so. Who's doing the live on Sunday? Dex is. Dex is doing the live on Sunday. GP replay 8 a.m. Sunday. I may watch that here. I might not wake up. I'm not waking up at 4 when I know I've got a derby. Not a cat in hell chance. But I think there's something in it that we can get something. Like generally, I think we can get something out of this game. And I just feel like we got an opportunity and we take it. We take the opportunity that comes and we try and take something out of this game. Like, it was interesting what Danny said earlier today with they don't seem to come back into games when they start losing 1-0. They struggle to get back into games, and that was interesting. And we do have that ability, if we're not doing well in the first half, we are able to do a second. Nice to be starting down under. Oh, it's so nice to be starting down under again at the first race, because it used to pee me off when they started messing around with that. And like, I'm all for one for like changing things for the sake of changing things, or if it needs to be changed for a reason and stuff like that. But for me, it was like changing tradition in a sense. It did me head in. What got me was Danny calling us. Well, we are though, Bob. You look at Norwich and Plymouth, haven't won there in many, many years. Look at Swansea game, hasn't won there in many, many years. We have managed to break a lot of hoodoo curses and record this season. And there's one to be broken on Sunday. And that record, we haven't won a derby in 13 years. And I think if we're in that position where we can do that, then all for it for us. Like, generally, all for us trying to break that. I think we like challenges. I'm not saying that as a negative, just made me go, we kind of just on. I get it though. I do get it. But the big one for me is if we do get it, we have to be in the right position to make sure we do, and it can always be a bit daunting. Hope we don't get a new manager bounce against Cardiff. Who are they hired? I don't know who Cardiff has hired. Who they hired? Comes out fighting. Right, their manager close to the sack. Would that be their... Am I right in thinking that would be their second manager of the season if they sack him? Am I right in saying that this could be their second manager of the season? Speaking of changes, Punk, I like to see Man United game last night have more. Yeah. The more I see things with VAR, the more I just don't like it. I'm not going to lie, the more I just don't like it. And the problem is, it's looking more and more like we're going to do it. Yeah, I was sure he was only meant to be caretaker. Have a look. Check here. Coaching career. He joined Cardiff on June 2024, a 13 coach. Then in 2024 was appointed the interim manager on his debut. He was given on the 5th. Right, so he was given the job. Yeah, so he got the job, but he'd only got a contract till the end of the season. Right, okay. So his contract ends at the end of the season. So he was an interim manager and then he got the job. So the only reason they sack him now, the only reason they sack him now is to try and get that, like you just said, Alex, get that new manager bounce, which we're bad with. I'd rather it be like a cricket review where captain get one. That's how I wanted it. They are apparently meant to be trialing that way of doing it in League One and League Two, where they'll have challenges. I prefer that way of doing it. Personally, that's the best way of doing it. I think that is the best way of doing it and keeps it easier. Each captain or manager has a review and then that's it. Cardiff, another one we're crazy. Oh, yeah. To tell you something, the owners of football clubs are just getting worse. I'm not going to lie. Owners of football clubs are just getting worse. It's insane how many owners are going into places and stuff like that. It's just... It is just starting to get like silly. And now for Cardiff will lose to Blackburn, sack him and appoint Warnock. Isn't Warnock at a club though? I thought Warnock was doing something with... I don't want to hide you. Hang on, mate. I nearly tagged you out there. Not what I wanted to do. Isn't Warnock... I'm sure I love Milan Mandaric back. Don't think he got the money for it these days, mate. What is Warnock doing now? I'm sure he's doing something. Yeah, he's at Torquay. Warnock was appointed a football advisor to Torquay, assessing the new ball following the takeover. Yeah, so he's doing that kind of thing. So, which is interesting. Very, very interesting that. yeah, I'd be intrigued to see what they do next. The kind of job he likes, big money, get to be the hero. I'll come in for the next couple of things and he'd probably try and get them out. I just realised it was about 2 minutes behind with all the buffing my YouTube is doing. Oh, fair enough, mate. I don't know. YouTube has been weird today. YouTube has had an absolute mare with me today, and I've not enjoyed it. It's not been fun. It's been doing me bloody head in. Took me ages to upload a video earlier, which is not what I needed today. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think there's a lot to be said about how we go about next season and how we go about this season. This season's not done. I shouldn't really be talking about next season. During the international break, the video will be the same and it'll be news related. It'll be talking about players on international duty. We'll be doing talking about players, who to keep, who not to keep. We may even do one of them as a video and then one of them as a live stream where you can all get involved as well. And we'll do a keep, sell, keep option kind of job and do it that way, because I think that way of doing it will be really good fun. There's also a lot of other things that I want to do during the international break. Return of a trucking stream will be happening for sure. Now I got a bit better equipment for it. I'm not sure about it, mate. I'll be honest with you. I'm not too sure about it. I've seen it, and I'm still, like, I'm not sure. Sounds like a laugh. Yep. Good evening, mate. I hope you're well. I ain't been 100%. Oh, mate, I'm so sorry. That stomach bug that going around is awful. Not fun at all. Hope you get better soon, mate. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about this England squad. It's one of those ones I've seen it, and I'm still like, it's younger. It is a lot younger, and it's different players. It's not your usual lot who are getting called up, which is nice. They are changing it up a little bit. We didn't have a mental health check-in. No, we didn't, mate. Good point. That's how tired I am. No mental health check-in. So we'll do a mental health check-in right near the end today. Because I am shattered. Like, I'm generally really tired. And I have no idea why I'm so tired today. Yes, I do. I've been up since 6 o'clock. Oh, excuse me. Right, what's your mental health thing? It's a health that kills you, mate. Cheers, mate. You never know when. You never know what'll happen, mate. At the end, then we'll see what happens. Well, surely be enough to get past Albania. Latvia. Don't want it to be long term. Yeah, it should be enough. It should be enough. I think some of the people he picked are right. I'll say this. I think some of the people he picked are right because they're on form. He's not just picked them because they are big name club players. I think he picked them because he knows them. I'm a solid 9, just very tired. Yeah, I'd probably say I'm about a 6, 7. But like you, very, very tired. But I got, like, tomorrow's going to be weird because normally I get myself in such a routine, ready to do games and stuff. And it's going to throw me. Tomorrow and next weekend is just going to completely throw me. Between a 3 and an 8 days, good medication. Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. I do understand that side of it. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. I've been going for... How long have I been streaming for? Because I can't see the time. Been streaming for about 50 minutes. Normally I go for about an hour, but we'll go for 50 minutes because I cannot stop yawning. And I apologize for that. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you for wasting your time watching my time. If I don't see you Saturday, there'll be something Saturday. There'll be something Sunday. And then we'll have a debrief on Monday at 7, maybe 6:30, and go from there. Have a good one, guys, and hopefully we get 3 points versus the Blaze. And up the Owls, come on!